Thank you very much for joining us. We are live right now on YouTube. We have a special guest here that's joining us. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
That's right. Glad to hear. So, what do you think about the power of women?
It's definitely a real, tangible thing. I don't think they realize just how much power they have and they hold sway over men.
I agree. Women do have a lot of power. And one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of the power of women, one of the biggest powers that women have or possess is their beauty.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of women, they know this too, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy, precarious situation that guys are in right now because between corporate America, what they would call, politically correct, I like to refer to it as corporate correct or politically appropriate, men are really in a precarious situation because, obviously we can't be the way we were before, and just, when I'm talking in general sense of the word, men just going up and acting crazy and doing what they used to do, groping women. That was just bad way back then, and it's always been bad.
Yeah.
But
it's politicized now.
Yeah, but now, you can't even. Again, that's a bad extreme example. I'm not for that. Those men are they bring shame to the rest of us. But now it's gotten so extreme on the other end of the spectrum now.
Yeah.
That even in employee handbooks of most companies, obviously there's the stuff we know that we can't do. You can't talk to somebody a certain way without it being possibly interpreted sexually or suggestive. Obviously you don't send emails, and obviously you don't physically do things because those things are bad and wrong.
Yeah.
But now you can't even look at a woman a certain way and this is in employee handbooks across America right now. Employee handbooks are actually dictating whether or not, if you look at a girl a certain way, and if she misconstrues that or construes that as being suggestive or sexual in any way, you can literally lose your job. You can literally get harassed or get sued for harassment for looking at a girl.
Just looking. That's
looking.
right.
But here's the clincher: women and their power know this, and it has not stopped them. It has not inhibited them in any way from dressing in ways that actually are in a sense forcing men to want to look at them.
Well, men are being overly tempted. That's the thing.
Absolutely, on every level. And I'm just going to say it in a jokingly playful way as much as possible. Both the greatest blessing and the greatest cursing that ever came out against men were yoga pants. and they are obviously, we love seeing ladies in them, and it's amazing at every level, but it's also the worst possible thing because it's just literally a walking temptation all day long. And see, I'll let you talk too, but I just want to make this one point. Here's the thing. The power that you mentioned about the power that women hold in their beauty, and this goes all the way back, by the way, if we want to go this route, it goes all the way back to the Bible. The Bible itself says the glory, and that's the highest optimal thing that a person can be, their glory. The glory of men is their strength. That's Scripture. Scripture also says the glory of women is their what? Beauty.
Yes.
That's their glory. That's their glory.
And what? Yeah. And what does it say in the Bible? It says the strength of a woman is in her dress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't necessarily say if she's wearing an actual dress It could be any kind of
right.
And there is strength in women wearing that provocative clothing.
Absolutely. And so this is going back to the fundamental, and yes, there's a fundamental genetic at the DNA level difference, between men and women. It can't be changed just because someone changes. It can't be modified just because someone modifies themselves. Those differences are etched in DNA stone, okay? And one of them is that men are very extremely primal in that regard where it comes to women.
That's the natural man.
That is natural man. Now, men have to discipline themselves to keep themselves in check, to keep themselves, in the right frame of mind. An example of this is just this week, a man was arrested for public indecency, public exposure, and on video, when the cops were addressing him, he had just groped a woman.
Yeah.
And they brought the woman over. She confirmed and said yes, it was him. And so this is a far extreme example of what we just talked about with men being very primal.
Yeah.
That is an example of someone who let it get away from them.
He let his natural man get the best of him.
Yes, perfect. Yes, he did. And because he allowed that, he is now facing jail time. He assaulted a woman. Horrible thing to do. So what I'm trying to say is that women hold power over men, and they are using it. But here's where it gets bad. That's not to say in any way that women who dress amazingly nice and beautiful and look their best in their part are trying to do that. That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
What I am trying to say is that back in the day, years ago, earlier, societies, cultures, that's what it was interpreted as.
Yeah.
But now,
it's a norm now.
Yeah, it's a norm, and so
it's a way of life. She's got her shorts way up there.
Yeah.
She's got her shirt hanging down. She's
Yep.
wearing sleeveless shirt. She's practically wearing a bikini strap to work.
Yeah.
It's a norm.
Yeah, and what it does, and here's the bad thing, going back to what I just mentioned about how corporate America has taken this and ran with it to the far extreme. Well, here you got a situation now where women are using their power of their beauty, natural beauty, with just their natural beauty, but then they add to that power with this very sensual, very suggestive, very attire that shows everything, and men can't do a thing. We can't talk to them. We can't say a thing to them. We can't compliment them.
Yeah.
Without it being misinterpreted, but yet the way
they're tempting us to do it. Ah! They're tempting us more than ever.
Yeah.
And we can't look more than ever.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing. Ah!
Yep. So that's what's going on, man.
Yeah. So men have to be more resilient than before.
Yes, because you are a look away, sir, man, young dude. You're a look away. You're a kiss away. You're a, putting your hand on the shoulder away from a effing lawsuit.
Yep.
You are a text away from a lawsuit.
That's right.
So, I guess the moral of this is be diligent, be vigilant.
Aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
Don't stare at women.
Yes.
Don't give them compliments. Don't make suggestive statements that suggest romance, especially at work.
Yep.
Don't look at women coworkers, especially at work, when they're dressed provocatively.
Because if you hadn't figured it out already, you are already on the losing end of that battle.
That's
okay?
right.